Hello, my people. Yeah, my name is Chinedu Anichi, your one and only celebrity CSO, and this is Chinedu Anichi TV, streaming live from United States of America. My people, we are the African voice in diaspora. I've always told you that people talk our talk, outsiders talk about us, they write about us. Asians write about Africa, Americans write about Africa, they make movies with Africa, they do a lot of things. But this time we have decided in this platform to give a voice to Africans for them to talk their own talk. So if you're an African, come and talk your own talk. So today, as Africans, we'll be talking about our ladies and things that concerns women. And that's why we call it Ladies Hangout. So today is our Ladies Hangout in Chinedu Anichi TV. So wherever you are now, I want you to go straight on Instagram at Chinedu Anichi, on Facebook at Chinedu Anichi TV, and on YouTube at Chinedu Anichi TV. We are live as I'm speaking with you now. And today we'll be having different people from different. We'll be having Aisha Moyo. Aisha Moyo is a therapist and an entrepreneur, a social media person from South Africa. We'll be having Aisha Moyo today. And we'll also be having barrister Freke Fabian. He's an entertainment barrister at law, called to bar and practicing in Nigeria. And one other person we'll be having my co-host today, that's Gloria Ugoke. Gloria Ugoke is an astute journalist that have worked in different FMs and TV stations. Today, we will be in the show. So anticipate nothing less than nothing. Don't anticipate anything less than excellence. Anything less than content that is educative, inspiring, motivating, life-saving, and moral conscious. This is Chinedu Anichi TV. Stay tuned as we bring up our guests. As I'm speaking to you now, Aisha Moyo from South Africa is already in the show. So Aisha Moyo from South Africa is already in the show. So Aisha, you are welcome to the show.
Thank you, Chinedu. Say, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. So please, I would want you to turn your phone to be like this so that
Okay.
that spot by your side will go off.
Oh, all right. I have to
Just what do you call it?
like
Um,
this.
no, no, turn your phone just as it's facing you instead of being this way. Landscape. That's what they call landscape.
All
Put your
right.
phone on landscape so that this black stuff by your side, by two sides, you see how my own is.
Oh, all right. I hear you.
Yes, by what we call auto rotation.
I'll do
Put
it.
your auto rotation on. Make sure it's
Um.
on.
Okay. How do I do that?
Yeah.
Let me put auto rotation on.
So Aisha Moyo from South Africa is already in the show. And we're also expecting Fraka Fabian, and we're expecting our co-host. So wherever you are, what we want to do is that if you're a lady, today we'll be having a giveaway data for those, encouraging those who want to be watching us from Nigeria. For those ladies that will always say, once you watch today, my data vendor is already there, watching those who are engaging and contacting them to send their stuff. So my people, today is a good day, and we really want to thank God for making it possible for us to be here, and we'll continue to drive things. So we are expecting other people. Miriam Tinaza is already here. Miriam, thank you. Jubez, Ashezi, Sasko. Please, if you come in, please, in the comment section, tell me which country you are watching me from. please let us know. Let's know. Yeah, Frank Fabian is already in the studio, and is already in the studio. Frank Fabian is in the
This
studio.
your this my friend. It will cost me with this blue light thing. Should I change the color?
No, you have to change the light. Why? Good, better.
Try again.
Put
Okay,
your
it's
phone like this. You're an old customer in this game, so you should know. Put
uh,
your phone the other way so that all this black spot will go away. So our people, so right away, I want you to share this live video in your Facebook page. Um, Go to Chinedu Anichi TV and share the live video in your Facebook page as we go on now.
this my thing. Mama, don't stress so you can't see it. Have you found it? Okay. This my thing. It's like next.
Oh, I'm still trying to figure out how to get this. I'm still trying to figure out how to remove those sides you were talking about. But I can't hear you now. How can I do that? Okay. I can't hear you.
We can manage it that way. Just like
I, I don't know how to do that. How do I do it?
so you don't watch you don't watch videos on your phone, putting your phone this way.
I do, but right now, even if I do that, it's not. Let me try to. I've been
Mm,
trying.
okay. Once it works out, that's okay. If it doesn't work out, you can continue. Just that I want it to have a Fabian, why is your phone so blurred? Fabian, what's happening to your camera?
I don't know. Oh, okay. It's not that I. Sorry. Hi, everyone. Good evening.
Go
Happy
go to your
Sunday.
left. Go to your left. Go to your left a bit. Good. Better. It's better now. So Aisha,
Happy
let's go with
Sunday.
you like that. Aisha, let's go like that. Aisha, let's go with you like that. Aisha, let's go with you like that. Okay. So my people, you can see we are already in the studio, and we have all our guests here who can. Wow, that's great. That's it. You got in it.
Yeah, is it fine
You got
now?
it now. Yeah, that you got it. Let me check. Let me check from another landscape and see if you've gotten it.
It looks like I did.
Let me check it. Yeah, it's better. It's only better like this. We can go like this. Okay. I'll put it
Okay.
in another landscape so that the black spot will go. Okay, let me
Uh,
put it.
put my phone here. I think that's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
it.
that place. You can you stay there? Can you stay there?
Oh, can I stay here?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
This one is.
Please, when you are ready, you come up in the studio. So, my people, you can see for Jacob, Jamie, John. Please tell me where you're watching us from, please. I want to all our viewers today. I want you to join us and actively participate in what we're doing today. Um, so we have a barrister, your entertainment barrister, your lovely entertainment barrister is here today. Barrister Freke Fabian is here, and all other people. So Aisha is already here. He's working on logistic of his her this thing, her phone or PC. I don't know. So it will be stable. So what we are saying is that today is ladies hangout, and what we are discussing is mind mind blowing. And so I want you to go prepare yourself because today is going to be hot. And I have hot people. I have people that can really talk about it very, very well, even though we have not seen our cool, what do you call it, my cool, this thing. For her. I've not seen her. If I didn't see her, I'll carry on the show. So I don't know. Okay, before Aisha comes up, please, we're having the show, Frank Fabian, Barrister. Please, Barrister, can you introduce yourself to our viewers?
Hi, you have already introduced me now.
Please introduce yourself to our viewers. Be professional. This is people are watching us. If I tell you to
Hello,
introduce you,
viewers.
please do.
Hello, viewers. My name is Freke. Hi, guys. So my name is Freke Fabian. I am a lawyer. I am an entertainment lawyer, and I'm glad to be here. You know, Sundays are for ladies' hangouts, and we always brainstorm and talk about things, try to understand each other, our gender together, what's really going on. And today's topic is going to be quite interesting, I guess. So, your contribution will be very, very, very important to us because that will help us to, have more things to talk about today and see how we can help each other grow mentally, help each other with our sanity when it comes to our love life, relationship, finances, etc. So I hope you stay tuned and not leave the live too early. Just stay till we start. And I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, my people, this is Frank Fabian, and today we have the topic of today is financial independence, women for women. So, women's financial independence, is it a blessing or not a blessing? Is it a blessing? I don't want to use the word cost because it's too harsh. But is it a blessing or is it distraction? So, because women are really getting financially independent by day, and they are growing, and a lot of employment that don't consider gender, they are coming out, and women are becoming great people, great this, earning in six figures, both in dollars and in pounds and in naira. So today we'll be discussing if a woman has financial independence, is it a blessing to the family? Does it support the marriage? Does it cause trouble in the marriage, or it consolidates the marriage, makes the marriage stronger, because especially we are making reference to our African homes. We're not referring to the white man's home because we're not white people. So this is an African conscious platform, and we must always refer to our people. So today, I want you to tag celebrities, tag those people, women you know that they are financially independent. As you are watching this thing now, tag a woman that you know that is financially independent, and let's go on. So, Frank and Fabian, we're here. So, what will you? What's your take on a woman's financial independence? Is it a blessing or a distraction? Is it making marriages to be stable, or from your own experience, has it destroyed many marriages? So that's what we want to discuss today. So,
I
getting on board.
I don't think independence is a cause. I don't think it's a bad luck or it's a bad thing. In fact, not I don't think. I just know so. It's definitely a blessing because if you have a woman in your life that is successful, you're supposed to be proud. So the reason why the society makes it look like when a woman is far more um, successful or well-to-do than maybe the other gender, I feel is it is only people that are insecure that will say that. A man with insecurity will definitely feel bad when a woman is too independent. But the thing is, sometimes I don't even know what the society wants. I think the society does not just favor the female because whether you're independent, the society will condemn you. They will say you're proud because if you did not have money more than the man, you will not be arrogant. And if you're not independent and you're sitting down to do oga wife, the society will still be against you. That you're lazy. You're just eating a gas money without working. You're not helping him. So I don't think it is a cause. It is actually a blessing to be a supportive um, partner in the family, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a marriage, whatever it is that you guys are doing. Because once a woman is financially independent, I feel some of the man's load in the family will be easy to carry. She will definitely be a support system to that man, so it shouldn't be a cause. And in as much as we are just talking about the female today, I feel the financial independent thing has to do with individual. Whether you're arrogant about it is individual. Whether you're humble about it is individual thing. There are some people who are financially independent, well-to-do than the other partner. A lot of women, but they don't brag about it. Rather, they cover their men up. But there are women who actually have money, but they brag about it. The same thing goes with the other parts, the other gender. There are a lot of men who have money and they have to let the whole world know that if not because of them, that woman will not exist. In fact, they definitely want to make it look like they are your god. They created you or they made you. So I think it's vice versa. But knowing that we are talking about women is not a cause. To me, if I'm financially independent, it is a blessing to my partner. Because if there is no money today for school fee, I should be able to raise money. But God forbid, nobody prays for a time where there will be no money. We always want to keep going higher instead of our our success reducing. It should keep improving. So it's definitely not a cause. It is a blessing.
Wow. So, you people have heard from Frank Fabian, your favorites, and let me say famous. Let me not say notorious. Notorious. No, famous um, entertainment lawyer is here. She said that it depends on individuals, but I have always heard counsel. I've always heard that if you don't know somebody until the person has money, like you have always said that it's just like they say you will not know somebody's behavior. You cannot say anything until the person has power. Like the person becomes president or governor or local government chairman. That's when you will know the real character of that person. So that is where people also say that you will not know a woman until she start having money. Because when a woman don't have money, she might be so humble, so at home with whatever she's doing, you know. So when a woman doesn't have money, she's very humble. She doesn't, she feels like we will be washing the kitchen and doing everything. Okay, no, before we go on, I want to welcome our big sister from South Africa. That's Aisha Moyo. I mean, Aisha Moyo is a social media influencer and an entrepreneur from South Africa. So I know what it took me to bring her here. So Aisha, welcome to TV, the African voice in diaspora. You're welcome.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Even though I've mentioned your name, I would want you to officially introduce yourself to our viewers.
Oh, yeah. Hi, my name is Aisha. I'm from South Africa, originally from Zimbabwe. Yeah, but I'm based in South Africa. I'm a social media influencer and a beauty therapist. Yeah, it'll be nice to
Okay,
have you here.
so
Welcome.
okay, this
Thank
is
you so much,
Barrister
Frika.
Freke Fabian. Barrister Freke Fabian is here. So in our ladies show, we know they go carry ladies where no get sense. We look for professionals. We look for professionals like you. So whenever you appear in this show, I want you to know that you are recognized in the society. If you look at my page, you go through my page, my platform, my Instagram, my Twitter, everywhere that this thing is live, you will know that before you come to my show, you will be somebody of repute. And I want to tell you that is where you belong. That is where
That's
you
good.
belong for coming to this show. So, Frank Fabian, we just talk about, I told you already, Aisha, we'll be talking about financial independence in women. Does it really help family or disorganizes family? So, what's your view?
Um, I think being a financial independent woman has got so many advantages to a woman in general, of which it reduces like high rates of emotional abuse, physical abuse. Because when you are able to do your own things at your own time, um, you hardly take such abuses because you are free. You can go anywhere, you can do anything. But sometimes women, they take anything that comes their way because they are not financially free. They don't have the financial freedom. So they will end up just accepting all sorts of abuses that they get from a man that is being the provider. So, of course, it does has its own disadvantages, but the advantages are more than the disadvantages, which I believe. I can hear you.
Oh, yeah, I was mute. So, you are a straight talker and you like going straight to what you want to talk and just come out with that. I have known you for that. So, but Aisha, don't you think, considering, you're in South Africa, and South Africa is just very close to the Western country when it comes to our continent. If
Yeah.
you really want to see where traditional African values, traditional African attitudes, traditional African cultural uh, behaviors are seen, we cannot use South Africa as an example because South Africa has for a long time mixed up with the Western people, and some of their cultures have been infiltrated by Westernization. So, but considering the African family where you come from in Zimbabwe, the real African family. Do you think that a woman and a financially independent woman is of a greater advantage to the family?
Yes, I do believe that. Growing up, I used to see women being abused, physically abused, and these there was no way they would leave their marriages. Not that I'm saying people should leave their marriages, but if a marriage comes to an extent that it costs your life, um, I think it's okay to leave. But because they are not financially free, they know that they can't leave this marriage with 4 kids. They have to stay. How are they going to look after these children? They have no choice. They don't even have a place to stay on their own. They don't know where to go and live. So they just stay there until they die. But if you have that financial freedom, of course, you're just going to work and go look after your kids somewhere else. In Zimbabwe, I literally saw a lot of women going through. I don't know what's going on here.
No, we can hear you.
Oh, you can
We
hear
can hear
me.
you. I'm just projecting you. I'm projecting you while you are talking. It's the future. It's the future of the TV.
Oh, okay. So in Zimbabwe, I literally grew up hating. I got to a point whereby I didn't like marriage at all because of what I saw and what I preserved to be marriage, you know, not knowing that it's because they don't have that financial freedom. That's why these women are being abused like that. That's why they can't leave, you know. So, and of which my country right now as it stands, women in my country, there are very few women that works, that have that financial freedom, because our men, they believe in having a wife and keeping the wife at home, and the wife looks after the children and all that. Very few works. Most of them, they even have to leave their work and start living in the house. So I don't know if there's something that can be done that women can be financially free so that they are able to make their decisions based on what they want, not based on the suppression that they are going through, or there is a condition, you know,
Really,
which is money
those
based.
those thrift people. Do you have the ones that are selling original shoes like shoes?
Okay. Um. You're making a point, and I want to see council. Council is like both of you are agreeing, and the discussion is not always good when everybody is agreeing on one side, and
No, but seriously,
because I
you two
can see
can
that two
agree
of
to
you,
this.
you just agree that women, you somewhat believe in advantage that is the merit. I want to see a very Africanized woman who will tell you that when a woman has money, you will begin to be arrogant. But we have seen all those things. We have seen families where, especially those of us who are living abroad, you have heard
Mhm.
stories of because women have money, they call police on their they call police on their husbands. They send their husbands out packing. It's slow. It has happened many times because, especially in the Western country, because here, once police comes, he will tell a man to step out. And
That's
because of
not the
that,
reason. I don't think that's the reason why it's
I,
not the
I saw they are
financial
not even
freedom
selling
that they
TikTok.
have. No. It's not the financial freedom that they have. No, it's just that now they have power to express how they feel and to correct the wrong. So you cannot abuse a woman that knows her rights. A woman that doesn't have to think that, oh, if this man goes to prison, what am I gonna eat? What are my children going to feed on? Where are my kids going to sleep? So it's not because they are financially free that they are calling police for their husband. No, it's because even if they were not financially free, but they have a voice and they are coming from a family background whereby they are able to go back home, they would still call police for you. Maybe the disadvantages of being a financially free woman, its risk is of being exploited, family, boyfriends, whatever, they will just want to use you. They will just want to use
As you
you.
are talking, I'll be showing some of the reactions. These are some of the reactions from Facebook. I'll also be showing reactions from Instagram and YouTube. Somebody will say, I fully subscribe to women's financial independence idea. I don't you say, okay,
Yeah.
you center it on abuse. It actually does not make a woman to into any form of abuse. There are women that have money, their husband is even richer than them, and they are still under abuse. So it's not about your financial independence that makes you get out of abuse, but an abuser is an abuser, whether he has money or not. So from the comment section, they are saying that okay, they support you for saying that a woman should be independent, but they want you to know that it is not your financial independence that will keep you away from being abused, just like you say. So what will you say, Fabian? I want you to react. Uh, what is that? React to this.
React to what exactly?
React to the. You read the statement I just posted for you now.
So I read it. Just like he said, he's not centered on abuse. I know that. But the thing is, our generation just, I think our generation, they forgot that is no longer a patriarchal era. We are no longer in a patriarchal era. So they still want to behave like our forefathers, where they want to bend you, bend you to the extent that you're voiceless. So whether the man is abusive, I think some people don't even know the meaning of abuse. Being abusive does not really have to do with you being physically abusive. You don't need to be physically abusive before you think you're an abusive person. The way you talk is abusive. How is it? Does it affect your partner's mental health? Does it affect the sanity of your partner? That's part of abuse. Who are you? Are
Mm-hmm.
you able to hold a proper conversation in your relationship? If you're not able to hold a proper conversation in your relationship, that's an abuse. How are you being able to groom your family and to, you know, protect your family from societal um, way of life? You groom your family to be in a I don't know, just grow in a particular way. Maybe you actually grew up in a background where psychologically you didn't grow up well. You were mentally abused because of what you saw your parents do to each other. You try as much as possible to divert yourself from such life and give yourself a better life with your family. So sometimes a woman being financially independent does not make the woman to, be disrespectful or be insolent. If a woman should be financially independent, it should be the pride of every man or every relationship. Because as long as that woman is financially independent, you're supposed to be very proud. Like I said, it's individual thing. There are people that are naturally proud. Just like before Aisha came, you were trying to ask a question. How about people that you know, okay, I think you wanted to ask a question. How about people that they have this money, but they are naturally just proud? Okay, you don't know their true character until they make money. That was the question you asked. Yes, there are people like that. And
Mm-hmm.
funny enough, it's vice versa. It's both parties. I recently had a friend that I know for so long. He didn't have anything, but maybe God just blessed him from nowhere, and he became very proud and toxic all of a sudden. So meaning that you were humble all this while to be in our midst because you were not as, I don't know, you felt you were not up to standard. That's how I see it. He felt he was not up to standard. So now, having money, you feel you can just ride over anybody you feel like. So imagine such a person being in a relationship. Such a person is this kind of person that every little thing that he does in the relation, maybe in the gathering of friends, maybe friends goes out and he buys everything, they pays the bill. He will always remind you that if not because of him, will not is it that day that I paid the bill, that day at that place, at that event center that we went to, you know. So imagine such a person entering into a relationship, reminding you of every little thing that he's doing for you. That's an abuse. So imagine you being the partner of such a person. You will definitely um be 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 abusively free from such person, because financially free from such person, because there are things you want to do for yourself, and you'll be like, you'll remember that if you ask this partner of yours in the nearest future, is going to abuse you, that if not because of him, you will not have that thing. Oh, I have my money, let me use my money and do that thing. So to me, being a financially independent woman, it makes me free. I'm free as a bird. I'm allowed to fly. My wings are just, ready to fly as much as I want, because I can do literally anything for myself. So like I said, it takes only a man or a woman that is not insecure to feel satisfied that his partner or her partner is financially independent. Mostly men, because African men don't even, I think our African brothers, a lot of them, they don't even know what they want. My brothers inclusive. I'm not even capping. Yes, they don't even know what they want, because sometimes you realize that you're financially independent. It is a problem. You know that a guy will say, what can you bring to the table? And they realize that you're bringing too much to the table. Insecurity comes in. Some of them are very insecure. A lot of men that ask question, what can you bring to the table? They cannot stand women that bring so much to the table. They can't stand that you know too much. So I got to realize that a lot of men don't even like it when woman knows too much. They love to teach women. They just love it. Men feel superior when they are teaching their women. But they forgot that when a woman is just trying to bring these things to the table, she's trying to let you know that she's not empty. But on the other hand, you feel like, she knows too much. How did she get to this level? Why is she so advanced? Why is she so exposed? You become insecure. She's knowing too many people. She's going to too many places. She's becoming too advanced. It's that money that is making her arrogant. I will clip her wings. We have our African men that do this. And you're not going to say I'm lying, Mr. Chinedu. You know what I'm saying? You're from one tribe in Nigeria that loves it when a woman is too loyal. And that is the Igbos. They love humble women. So a lot of women can't even stand up to their husbands, just like Aisha said. If you're financially independent, you will be able to voice out. You will not be voiceless. You don't need to be disrespectful to your husband, because obviously men loves respect. When you respect a man, you command his simplicity. He will be humble from no way. But there are men that you will respect and they are still not humble. So the whole thing is individual thing. Like, okay, I was talking to somebody. The person was trying to advise me that what we see as love is not what men see as love. Men see respect as love, and women see care, attention as love, which is true. So imagine a woman being very submissive and respectful to a man. That is a sign of love to a man. It takes only a reasonable man to appreciate such a woman. The men we have in this generation, Chinedu, my generation, you respect them, you still don't get what you want. You don't respect them, you still don't get what you want. So I feel my own generation is becoming worse than your own generation. That's why the high rate of divorce is more than your generation. So I feel, in fact, this topic is just focused on my own generation. Because Aisha, I think you should concur to this, because I'm right.
Yeah, you are.
So you can imagine what we go through some of these things. So to me, I feel like, for the women traveling abroad with their husbands, I feel the men are not speaking the truth. Now, take for example the Nigerian men. When they take their wives abroad, they are trying to apply the patriarchal training, patriarchal mentality that they have at home outside the country. But they forgot that that's another man's land. Everyone, there is equality in equity there. In Nigeria, there is equality in equity, but our traditionalists don't see anything that has to do with equality when it comes to women and men. They'll be like, who is a woman to be equal to a man? But outside of
Mm-hmm.
here, a woman and a man is equal as long as both of you have air to breathe together. So that is why when some women are too loyal here in Nigeria and they travel out with their husbands, they are expecting their husbands to behave like the room. When you go to the room, behave like the room. But when they get there, they want to apply the patriarchal mentality there. And the women are saying, no, this is another man's land. You cannot lay your hand on me. Or you can't tell me you can't tell me that I have to sweep the whole house, clean the whole house, and still go out to work when me and you, we are working. You know?
Yeah, that part, yeah, I do
Yes,
get what
because
you're saying.
I saw a video of an African man making a video
Mm.
of a woman quarreling her for not sweeping and cleaning the house. But they are both working. They are both busy. So if you are opportune to come back home before me, why can't you help to clean the house?
Yeah,
There is
in that
nothing wrong
case,
with
if
that.
a man,
Yes, it is just an understanding. There is nothing wrong with
yeah,
you carrying broom to sweep the house. It does not reduce you to nothing. In fact, personally, if I come back home and I see my home neat, oh, my husband, I will so please, I will so please him that day. That is an honor to me. It means you love me.
Yeah,
For you
Cassie,
to do that
let's
for
hear
me.
what Aisha wants to say. Aisha wanted
Okay,
to
Aisha,
interject.
please
Let's
talk.
hear.
Sorry,
You are
guys,
a
I
lawyer.
took over.
You are a lawyer. You can talk from today to the next tomorrow. And you are making points.
okay,
You're
what I
making
want to
points.
My
You
say,
know you are a
friend,
lawyer. You are making points and convincing the whole world. No problem. But let's hear what Aisha, please. I want to beg you, in the spirit of a therapist, be coming down, and talk to us.
all right, what I want to say is what Ashley is saying, she got a point, right? Um, I'm not disputing what she says, and honestly speaking, if a man like you guys are saying, when people go to abroad, they're all going to work, and necessarily doesn't mean that we are reducing you as a man to do a woman's chores. No. It's either you say, okay, my wife, you are working, I'm working. All of us are working. Let's get someone to clean the house. You know? Doesn't mean that he has to clean the house. You know, some men don't like that. There are men that just don't like that. I know that, like, my kind of men will never do that. He'll never do that. He will not even wash dishes. So, if a man can not help with the hands, right? At least let him make things easy for you. Let him be able to get someone to do it for you on your behalf. You know, because all of you are working, you all get tired. We are all human beings. We are actually the weaker vessels, which means we don't have more energy like they do.
thank you.
So they really have to just help us make things easier. But if you know that you want your woman to be cooking, cleaning, looking after the kids, and doing all sort of housewife things,
Still going
jobs,
out for work.
then she doesn't have to work. Then that woman is fully employed, 100%. You
Yes.
gotta pay that woman for doing all that.
It's not easier. House chores.
Yeah, but it's just that men don't see it as a job. But that's a very, I don't think there's any job that is tiring like being a housewife.
And you know, some of them compares the women of this generation to their mothers. They'll be like, my mother used to cook from morning till night for all of us without getting tired.
But
And
your
you're
mother was
proud.
not going to work.
And
Your
you're
mother
proud
was
to
not
talk
going
about
to
it.
work.
How can you be so proud to say that to somebody?
Even if he says that, was your mother going to work? You need to ask, was your mother going to work? Your mother was not going to work. Exactly. So can I not go to work? You gotta make sure my bank account is loaded. I'm working. I'm at work.
I go by that.
You know. So you cannot look for a housewife
No,
when you can't afford a housewife. You need to get a housewife when you can afford a housewife.
the second line to the last one.
Because a housewife is very expensive, guys. A housewife is very expensive. You gotta make sure you take her for shopping, you do her hair, you do everything that she wants, everything that she needs, it's on you. We are not saying we don't want to be me. I would love to
This
be
one you
a
just said now, Aisha is touching. You said a housewife is very expensive, guys. A housewife. Fabian, remember that this show is being recorded. You're going out of your seat and this is stop showing
I'm
up
sorry.
and
I'm sorry.
teaching. I'm telling you.
I'm sorry.
So hey, Aisha, do you think the housewife is so expensive? And our mothers were housewives and they gave birth to us and we achieved everything. So what's the difference? These Gen Z ladies are always like what you said now. If you want me to start, you must make sure that my bank account is breathing. My
yeah.
bank
You must
account is
make
breathing.
sure.
Okay, you take for example when your children were younger, when they were smaller. Now your you know your two daughters are a bit grown. When they were younger, let's say your wife leaves you at home with both of them. Just imagine what you have to go through of this one running to here, this one running to here, scattering the house, destroying things in the house, you having to talk too much, shouting, trying to put the house in order, the rooms are scattered, the kitchen is unkept. You are trying to do all of it all over again. There is no man that I've seen that has never complained about staying at home with the kids once the wife is not at home. Aisha, have you ever seen one?
No. I've never
They are
seen
always
one.
complaining. That is why she's making that point, which I vehemently stand with her. It's not easy to be a housewife. It's a full-time job. So imagine a man telling me, you know what, I don't want you to work. I want you to be at home. I'm going to be sending let's say $10,000 every month for you, take care of the family.
Be my husband automatic.
Okay, my people, let's use this opportunity and um, let's welcome my co-presenter, Gloria Ugoke. Gloria Ugoke, introduce yourself again. Some of our guests don't know you.
Hello.
Are the one that's supposed to moderate this show because I'm a man, but sometimes maybe out of challenges in Nigeria, you are, this is the time you're just so introduce yourself to our viewers. Let's go on with what
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. It's good to be here. I had some network challenge earlier, but yeah, thank God it's good to be here. Plus traffic, but it's okay. It's all good. So, Barista Freka, it's good to see you again. And Aisha, it's my first time meeting you on the show, and I'm sure you're already, I mean, it's 48 minutes already. I'm sure we're already learning a whole lot from you. So, thank you all for keeping it,
You're welcome,
cool on the
sis.
show today. And all
You're
about
welcome.
financial independence for women, how the world views it. Some people think it's not good. Some people think it's a blessing. Some says no, they wouldn't want their wives to be financially independent because they feel like the woman might become disrespectful, which is not true in some cases, but it's like a mentality in the guys. Can you imagine that a man said one time that he wants his wife not to have a job so that much people won't look at her, as in, so she won't have plenty eyes on her. I was really shocked by that statement. Why some others believe that she should have a business, but not a very big business. She should just have something that can keep her busy, all in a bid to control her. So I believe that beyond finances, there should be better ways of earning respect in a marriage and in a home. So thank you all, and Aisha, you can go ahead with what you were saying earlier. Thanks. It's good to be here, even though we're about to end the show, but yeah, it's good to be here, even for the last few minutes.
Okay. Actually, I think it depends on what we call financial independence, eh? Because you can get married to a rich man that can give you money, and everything that you want. Your bank account is loaded. You go for shopping anytime. You go for anything that you need anytime. Is that not financial independence?
Sure, that's what
You
it
can
is.
also be a working wife that is even struggling to put food on the table. That's not financial independence, yeah.
Nah, not yet.
So I don't know what's your definition of financial independence. Is it based on working, a working wife or a working girlfriend or a working woman, or is depending on the money in the bank? How it gets there, it doesn't matter. But for me, it depends on the money in the account.
Well, for me, financial independence for women means being able to afford anything you want to, being able to take a break when you feel like it sometimes, depending on the nature of your
Mm,
work. But financial independence means, okay, I want this and I can afford it, so I can have it. But then relating it to families now, we have to bring it down to our African descent, how people see it, and then tell them how to better view women. So, for instance, when a woman is the breadwinner in a home, do you think some persons will be comfortable with that?
Some men are not comfortable with it. In fact,
Okay.
yeah.
it is not something to be proud of as an African man. No woman should be a breadwinner of the house. A man is the head of the family. So no matter how small your income is, it matters. It's better for you
So,
to do
what if the
something.
woman is the first child? Let's say it's not a marriage, let's say it's a family, and a woman is the first child. So, how would that relate in terms of financial independence?
There are a lot of families like that where women are the breadwinners of the family. I mean, it depends. That one, it depends. There are some families that okay, the first child who is like a daughter is older than everybody, like 10 years gap, 7 years gap. Literally, all the younger ones are in school, secondary school, university. Of course, that one shouldn't be complained about. And if she's from a good home, because there are some families that are not good. You're doing so much for them, but they are taking advantage of the fact that you're doing this for them. you know they are family that are very wasteful, so you're providing for them instead of them to try to invest in the little you're providing. They are wasting the ones you're providing, and the day you stop providing, they become your enemy. You understand? So they become
Yes,
your
sure.
enemy, yeah, instantly. So it depends on the family. So if you're financially independent as a woman in a family, I feel as the younger ones are coming up, you should be able to build that younger one to also have a responsibility.
Okay, so how do we like empower young people in terms of, okay, knowing that, see, your family won't provide for you forever, like they're not always going to be there for you. How do we make them understand that whether you're a man or a woman, you need to have your finances in order and you need to just take responsibility for your life, irrespective of gender?
I think to me, you go back to the way our fathers trained us. Till I finished the
Okay.
university, in fact, till I finished the university, at first my monthly income was 10,000 before it increased to 20,000. That ten
Wow.
thousand you will keep it, you will save it, you will manage it. So I feel when you give these younger ones money and you're not giving them the opportunity to be wasteful, they'll be productive. If you give them the opportunity to be wasteful, they are not productive. A lot of our younger ones, I have a friend that reported the younger brother to me, and I didn't know where to start from to advise the boy. Now you have money. He was able to save up money before his um matriculation. Yeah. So he was able to save up to 900,000 naira, and out of the money, he didn't give it to his brother that is the breadwinner of the family. He didn't tell the brother, look at what people have given me that to start school or to buy things. What he now used that money to buy is iPhone 13 Pro. So a year one student, what is a year one student in the university? A fresher doing with an iPhone 13.
He wants to create content.
Yes.
Bad.
What are you doing with such phone? And just like Kanayo once said that our parents are no longer doing the right thing. When your child bring back something to the house, ask the child, where did you get it from? Who gave it to you? So imagine if that boy was my brother. I want to know where that money came from. And if you don't tell me where that money came from, you will return that phone. Because I cannot have the responsibility of everybody on my head. And instead of you to help me or pity me, you're being wasteful. So imagine what 900,000 naira can do for you as a student. We have all gone to school. And me, I started by staying in university hostel. I used to see people selling. They will come, be selling thrifts, all these clothes. They are making money.
Oh, 900K can start a business for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
The 900,000 naira can start it. In fact, out of the 900,000 naira, 50,000 naira as a student can start a business for you. Every evening, that was how those people used to walk around the rooms. Like my room, they were always knocking. They were always knocking, and I was always buying. So imagine what such money can do for you, and you took it to buy an iPhone, a fresher in university. So I think, first of all, for us to be able to make them productive is discipline. When you discipline your younger ones, you don't give them the opportunity to be wasteful. They'll be productive. Unfortunately, I'm the last child of my father. Because if I've had a younger one, before now, I'm not sure that that younger one will have the audacity to do things that he or she is not supposed to do. I'm very disciplined. That was how my father and my mother trained me. I remember when I would go to school, my father would buy 2 cabin biscuits, buy me Coke. That was when Coca-Cola was in bottle. He would pour it inside my feeding bottle, and they will fry egg for me so that I will eat it in school. My mother will remove 1 biscuit, that it is only a thief that will carry 2 biscuits to school. Why should I go to school? Why should I go to school with 2 biscuits? Which tummy am I going to eat the biscuit from? And my father will also hide and give me money for ice cream. You remember the sachet ice cream? You know, 10 naira then, 5 naira then, yeah. So, Aisha, I'm so sorry. I'm using naira here. Yeah, I'm just explaining.
Yeah, so I don't even understand what you're talking about.
So you remember, my father will give me like 20 naira, and that 20 naira, that's 4 ice cream. And he will hide it, let your mother not see you, because my father and I were like this. Hide it, let her not see. If my mother catches me with that 20 naira, 1 biscuit, Coke, and egg, I'm not going to school that day. So I grew up with such mentality, and definitely I'm going to be a strict mom. Not strict in a way where my children cannot get access to me. They would definitely get access to me. I want to give my children the freedom to talk to me about anything.
Barrister, there is this guy, Chuku the Great. I want you to see what he has been commenting. He's a very engaging person. One of the things recently, I took it upon myself teaching young ladies that are hardworking on how to maintain a wonderful financial flow. I want to come in here. Let me tell you, like traditionally in Africa, if a woman is blessed and financially up to date and independent, is it good for that woman to go out and start doing things in their family, if I'm doing things to even friends and besties without letting the husband know?
Your husband is your partner now. So you should have a free relationship.
So I want you people to react to that one by. I want Aisha to start first. Aisha, let me hear from you.
It depends, I can say. with the relationship between you and your husband? Does your husband tell you everything that he does for his family? Then, if so, you have to do the same. But if he doesn't consult you or he does anything as he pleases, then you also have the right to do that. It's just a matter of 50-50. I don't know. In that case, like you're gonna do what you got to do. You cannot be like, it also depends with the heart of your man, hey? There are men that you tell them that my mother is sick, they are not moved. They won't even like think of, can I, oh, okay, oh, your mother is sick, oh, okay, oh, that's it.
Support.
He's not even reacting like, oh, does she need anything? Does she need money for medicals or anything? He just says, oh, okay, I will pray for her. There are bills to be paid,
Okay.
So if you're, it depends. Like I'm saying, it depends with the person you're with. If the
Okay.
person understands, okay.
Don't you think is don't you think is a kind of respect to a man, and it is a kind of respect to yourself, because another thing is that, let me tell you something. The easiest way to become a queen is by creating a king. This is what we don't know. The easiest way
Ah,
to become a queen is by creating a, because if you become a queen without a king, the dynasty is not complete. You understand? So the palace is empty.
Wow.
So what makes a strong queen is a strong king. So
uh,
what do you think on the dimension that a man, if you want to do something to your people, you give that thing to your husband to give to your people? It's a sign of respect to your husband. It is a sign of respect to your home. You understand? No matter the pressure, because I understand
Will
that
the man do the same for her when the table
pressure
turns
is
around?
always
That's the
coming from.
question. Will he do the
But
the
same for the
question
woman?
is, it
do you know
doesn't
that?
matter. We women, we literally don't have a problem with doing things for your families, guys. But it depends now with the man himself. Is he willing to do that? There are men that are so broken to the extent that nothing moves them. Only their families move them. Only like the selfish men. They are very. I've encountered selfish men myself. Like there are selfish men that you even donate your last blood for their family, but they will never do anything for your family. So with us women, you know what we do? We treat you the way we want you to treat us. And then we wait. We become very patient. We wait. We think you're gonna do it. But the moment we see that you are not doing it
Question.
that way, we change, and we will
Ella, I'm
change to
hearing
a
you.
way that even the devil himself is better. That's how
Preke,
women
what do you
are.
think about what Mr. Chinedu said in terms of how women should relate to their men?
Okay. The thing is, these our African men, all of them are the same. That's just the truth. I have seen a situation where a family had issues because the husband asked the wife to drop all her salary for the month, that she's not spending
Oh,
anything. She should drop all the salary, that all the salary belongs to him that month. I have seen it. So in a situation like that, I think that's too much. I just feel our men needs to do better by brushing up their way of thinking and their mentality. No disrespect whatsoever. But if some of this mentality and way of thinking and their way of life can be brushed up, I'm telling you, a lot of homes are going to be in peace. So, like what he said about a woman giving a man her money to present to the family, I like that. I love to show off my man. I personally like that. But there is so
Okay.
much disrespect in your husband's family when your husband keeps giving the family money without you knowing. If your husband can hand over his own money for you to give to his family, it's reciprocal. You understand? There will be so much respect between two couples. So I'm gonna give you to give my mother, my sister, my brothers. It's not a problem. But if you also do that, give me your own money. Let me also give to your family. Your family are going to have
Give to your
so much
family, yeah.
respect for me. Because in Africa, when you don't give, when your husband keeps giving his own family, and you have never given your mother-in-law anything, they see you as a stingy wife.
Of
So
course.
imagine if you are the woman that presents the family. Oh, mommy, we came to see you. This is between me and my husband. Oh, we brought this for you as our mother. God bless you. Please stay alive for us. Now, even if my husband is still going to give my mother-in-law something behind my back, that is of it is not my business anymore. The most important thing is that you have presented me as the queen of your home. So if I can do that, I'm going to show you off to my family. You too show me off to your family. Because in African home, if this happened, there is so much respect between two families. But when if it is one party, there is no respect. I keep giving you to give to my family. It's now looking like I cannot give my family anything. And you keep giving to your family alone because you want them to praise you. What's wrong with me representing both of us? And you can still go behind my back to help your family. I don't care. But the first one, let me bring it. Let's say Christmas gifts. We take all the yam, the crayfish, the wrapper, and the money. I'll be the one to present it to my mother-in-law. Oh, mommy, we brought this for you. And you still go behind and give my mother-in-law another 100,000. I don't care. Even if I see it, I'll smile and pass.
All right, so that's okay. In terms of that aspect, we've noted that it's better to make it 50, not like 50-50 as per competition, but if the lady can present it to your family, then you also can give her to present as well. So it's more like a partnership, which is
It's
good.
a
Okay,
matter
please.
So
of
what about
respect.
investment, like buying landed properties? How do you ladies view it in terms of buying properties as a couple? Do you agree with that, or he should buy land in his name alone?
Gloria, there's a place.
Yeah.
Gloria, I bet to differ from Aisha and Barrister. Barrister, let me tell you something. The mentality we are crusading against is this mentality of superiority tendency and the concept of 50-50. You see, the man, you mentioned here that the man is the head of the family. The head of the family might not be the head of finance. You might be the head of the family, but you are not. Okay. If the head of the family is not the financial head, everything is packaging, everything is branding, and it is all about understanding. I wish this Chuku the Great can give me opportunity. Chuku, can I send you a link? I send you a link to come live and contribute something? Because the place you are coming from is so educative. This is the kind of followers I want to have. You are very engaging. If you want me
Comment.
to send you a link, I can send you a link here. Let me send a link. 1 minute. Let me send a link to this guy to see if he can come up. Well, the way it's sounding is very engaging. Um, I'll send a link for those of you in YouTube and Facebook. There's a link here you can use to join. You can just put it in your WhatsApp, use your phone and join, or put it in your email and use your phone. On YouTube, I've sent it to you already. Let me just, well, 1 minute. Um, we can be talking, you can be answering, but where I differ from is that I prefer, like this thing you are saying, because you are giving your husband to give your people, your husband should give you to give more. All we need to do is the husband will be in the front, and the husband will act as The husband will be acting as
Jennifer.
the head of the family. All this respect you see is only when you go and expose yourself. You know, wow, we have a big man here. Oh. Okay, Moisa, this is a reverend, not just an
So
Yeah.
Anglican
this
reverend.
type of
He's the chaplain of
okay,
I greet
we
you.
Oh,
this is the chaplain of Nigerian Police Force,
this
I,
the mo
Nigerian
video
Police
in
Force,
and I did.
and a reverend, an Anglican reverend of RFP.
You don't
So,
want to work
yeah, you're welcome, sir. You're welcome.
I remain
You're welcome.
lawyer.
Sir. Yeah. So,
Easy.
what we are saying now is that what we are saying now is that
Thank you.
respect. All these things is branding and respect. If you call your husband and give your husband money, your husband must not give you to give their people. You understand? So that is on Africa. That's unethical, untraditional, as far as Africa is concerned. It is Africa has this mentality that the man is the provider. So the person we are branding not to be losing financially is the man and not the woman. Like in Igbo, I'm an Igbo man. In my tribe, a woman is understood to be Oria. Who is the person that is the one that consumes the wealth. He should not be the one that is bringing the wealth. So there is this tendency in Africa that is the man that will cover up, is the man that will brand, not the woman. So, but when you start doing all this 50-50, if my man is not giving this one to this one, I will also not be giving. If my man, all these things, that is what is bringing problem between household. Because at that level of 50-50, you already rubbing shoulders with your husband. So, you're welcome, Reverend. I don't know if you can contribute to this one or not.
Okay. I don't know. Do I have the floor?
Yeah, you have the floor, sir.
Okay. Just based on what. All right. I want to specially extend my greetings to the host and the special guest.
oh, thank you. How are you? So, I think his network
So,
is a bit hard.
based on what we are discussing, I, I have made a lot of contributions, and in addition to that,
Please, if you are not the one speaking, let's mute.
okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
We can hear you very well. We can hear you, sir.
All right. So, I want to say first and foremost, have the, our special guests they have done a lot of justice to the topic that we have been discussing on. The area I want to make a little contribution is that I would say it was in the olden days that such mentality of not allowing the woman to be financially dependent was invoked. But presently, with the present economic situation, I will advise that it is very, very important that a woman should be given an opportunity to be at the financial forefront. Just like what I've said, you know, there are so many things, especially like the area I find myself, that requires that a woman should be financially independent. And one of the things, just like what I pointed out, is in a situation that the man may not be favorable enough to meet up with some of the needs in the family. Like in the area we are, you discover that we are losing a lot of men in the course of their duties. And some women are getting embarrassed because some of them just were married and housewives. And the moment some sudden incident occurs and the man is not there again, and they have nothing that they are doing, nothing to fall on, life becomes so challenging to them. That is part of the reason why I took it upon myself to see how the female can understand the need also to be financially independent so that in case of any development, they can take off from there and forge ahead, both to take care of the children and do a lot of other family chores. And also, like the issues that were being discussed now, I want to say that it is not out of place for a woman to take up some responsibilities at home, but it should be done with respect, should be done with humility. It's the man that have given you that opportunity to be where you are. Some of them were duly supported, but when they got the money, it entered into their head and they forgot the system from where they were made. And I knew that is the fear of some men, but that is not the best. That not minding how some people were guilty, they should not be scared to support the female from taking financial front line. So it is not out of place for a woman to contribute. I have a good friend. He said the first time in the course of his building work, the wife gave him a challenge. He said he knew about the salary of the wife, but he's not bothered about what she does with it or her contribution. But he gave her every opportunity. He said, but one of the Decembers, when he started building, when they finished their Christmas activities coming towards New Year, the wife said, okay, I have something to discuss with you. And to his greatest surprise, the woman said, since I heard that you're about to start building, I started putting something together. And behold, this is what I have in support. And the man told me, said he was surprised at what she provided, assisted him to finish the fencing, and started a lot of other work in support of the building. So I will only advocate that women should be responsible enough when they are entrusted with that opportunity. When you have gained financial independence, let it not enter your head. Understand it that the man that is together with you is the one that have made you, either by giving you that opportunity or supporting you. Because it's very, very important. The man that has money today may not have it tomorrow. So that's the little thing I want to contribute. Thank you so much, the moderator and the guests.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That was
Yeah,
insightful.
thank you. Thank you, sir. Sir, please, I want, please don't be angry. I want you to introduce yourself formally to people here because all these things add to what you are doing so that people will know the kind of people that are attending our show. Yes, sir.
Hmm. All right. Well, even though you have done part of it, but I want to say I remain vulnerable. Okanyachi Kudi. I am a chaplain attached to the Nigerian Police Force.
You, you people have heard now. This is a venerable Chukwudi, and he's a chaplain. He's a venerable. First of all, you don't want to mention his rank in police. Let's forget about that one. But he's a chaplain. You know what? For somebody to be a chaplain of Nigerian Police Force, please, we have him in the house, and we respect him. First of all, as a man of God, he's married, he belongs to an Anglican communion. He has experience You understand? And
Okay.
you see the way he balanced it. So I also have here Reverend Father Emmanuel Jidobe, Father Okenye is here. I think let me send the link to Father Okenye to contribute something. Let me send the link to Father Okenye.
Okay, while you're sending
Okay,
the link, can
moderator, you
I be
can come on.
commenting?
Gloria, you can continue while I send the link to Father. Let me bring Father up.
All right,
Okay.
so thank you very much for that contribution, Venerable. It was really, really impactful. It's good to know that a woman can, we've had some men on the show tonight saying that it's okay for a woman to be financially independent. So at least the mentality, though some people still have it, at least some persons are beginning to, be more conscious of it these days. And this thing of when a woman is financially independent, that it's going to make her rude. Sometimes it depends on the woman and it depends on the kind of family it is. Because if you're making money and helping your family, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But as much as we encourage everybody to, make money and spend on their families and all of that, it is important to, like say, stay humble as a woman so you won't be perceived as rude, or so that the money won't, turn her into a rude person. So that's a good one from you. Thank you very much, sir. So I was talking about in terms of investment as a couple. Is it still advised these days, or do people, even when married, do they still buy things in their name? Because these days, some people some people don't stand with two legs for marriage again. What do we have to say about that couple investment?
Okay.
Aisha, let's hear from
Anyone
you.
or yeah, ask. Oh, all right.
Aisha, the therapist.
Couple
Yeah.
investment. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Oh, okay. I think from the word go, if you do not trust each other like that, then there's no need for marriage. You don't even have to be married from the word go. You need to marry someone that you trust with your life. If you can trust me with your life, you can also trust me with your money. That's what I believe. So there is no way you can be two to be one and then two to be two when it comes to money. When you are married or when you're in a partnership, you trust each other. Obviously, the investment has to be for the both of you because it's going to benefit the both of you. It has to be in both of your terms, unless if you're getting married for a reason that you want to exploit this person, then there's no need for you to marry. You need to go into marriage or partnership with two eyes open. Know the person that you are marrying. Know the person that you're bringing into your life. What is this person bringing? What is this person wanting in this whole relationship? Are they just there to take my money and go? Or are they just there to waste my time and go? You know, it's all both about
Okay.
investing time. It's not just the money that you're investing. If you're able to invest your time with someone, money is nothing because you can have money today and lose it all tomorrow.
That's right. Someone was saying
That's what I
today that
think.
a lot of marriages are failing because women are no longer as nurturing as they used to be. Because a man can buy food for himself, he can probably clean his house, he can buy all those things for himself. But when you talk about marriage, when you talk about being a wife or a woman, it's all about the love, the nurturing and the kind of warmth a woman brings to the table. So yeah, thank you very much for that. Barrister Franke, what do you think about couple investments? Barrister, are you there? Okay, I think her mic is muted.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I feel this whole couple investment thing,
Yeah, I
it
can hear
has it has brought a lot of issues. It has brought a lot of issues in relationship. Just like Aisha said, if you don't trust each other, why should you invest with each other? And if you are investing with each other, I think you should make it legal. It shouldn't be a formal, it shouldn't be a verbal something. It should be a written something if you know you cannot trust yourselves. So that by tomorrow, when there is a fight, you know how to settle it amicably. Because some people are very shameless. Some couple have been very shameless. It's something we are seeing every day on social media. You know, coming out online to think that the social media cares. Nobody cares about you on online. They just want to hear your story and give you advice that they are not supposed to give you. People that are not even supposed to talk to you are giving you advice. So to me, I feel when it comes to couple investment, it has to do with trust. Do you trust each other enough to grow with each other? Because take it or leave it, if it is a relationship that is productive, there is children. If there is if it is a relationship that is productive and there is children in between, then in future, even if both of you cannot be married again, there should be a peaceful co-parenting. So whether you invested together, it shouldn't be a problem. You can still go on with your businesses without having to fight too much. You know, it could just be a normal husband and wife fight, but it shouldn't affect your business together. So me, I don't see anything wrong in having a business partner in my husband, especially if he has more knowledge than me. Because there are people that are very advanced in the line of business you're going into. So I also don't see any reason why a man shouldn't trust a woman in some line of business. There are a lot of women that are very, very productive when it comes to their businesses. You know, they carry that business with so much self-esteem, so much confidence. They try to make sure that it's productive. So in future now, I feel to me, the advice I will give to any couple, because even me, even when I trust you, my mother used to say, I am a Kwaibo. My mother used to say something, OWO, human being. You don't know what human being is because what they are is not written on their faces. There are a lot of marriages that we have seen today. Some people marry for different reasons. There are people that marry for love. There are ones that marry for power and status. And there are more ones that just marry for money. So the question is, what kind of relationship are you people into? Has it been defined? If it has not been defined, then you should observe from your character. When you're not okay, financially okay as a man, am I showing you love and respect as a woman? There are women like that. They only like you when you're giving them plenty money. Now, as a woman, when I am not pregnant, when I don't have babies, do I still have your support as a husband? Or maybe when I'm not able to support you as my husband, do I still have your love as my husband? So you should be able to understand this relationship and define it to my own opinion. So me, I feel whatever is done when it comes to investments between husband and a wife, it should be put down in a paper. Both names should be there. Later in future, even if you're divorced, the two names are still going to be shown that both of you are business partners. And you should be able to stay peacefully and cooperate without issues. So that's just it.
All right, Freke, thank you very much for that contribution. Would like to recognize the
Thank
presence of
and
Reverend Father.
yeah, thank you, thank you.
So are you saying something? Sorry.
Yeah, please, Father, please introduce yourself to our viewers. Please, Father,
Okay, thank you very much. Hello, can you hear me? I am Reverend Father Dr. Emmanuel Okini from the Catholic Diocese of
yeah, we
Usoka.
can hear you, Father.
Okay, teaching in the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, Department of Early Childhood and Primary Education, University of Nigeria, Nsukka. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes,
Wow,
we
We
can
heard
hear
you
it's like
you.
clearly,
we have
Father.
poor network here.
Father, and you have been in the back. You have been in the comment section, Father. You have been writing a lot of things.
Yes, sir.
You have been
Yes,
in
sir,
the
my
comment
brother.
section and you have been writing a lot of things, and we want to hear from you directly. Yes. So today we are so blessed with an Anglican venerable and a Reverend Doctor from the Catholic Church. We are so blessed today. So, you see, all the you see the anointing they touch you now. The anointing, Aisha, are you getting the anointing? Two big men of God that are here, very big. So, Frank,
Yeah, we thank God for today.
is the
I
anointing
send my
touching you?
greetings to all of you.
Okay. So,
I
Father,
thank
let's hear your
the
contribution.
presenter.
Thank you, Father. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I remain grateful and I appreciate you all. I appreciate the presenter. I've been following your programs from time to time, and I've been very much impressed. Well, on the topic at hand, the presenter gave an analogy which was so interesting about use the analogy of the palace, the family being a palace, the man being the king, and then the woman being the queen of the house or the palace. Now, a palace without a king is actually not functional. But then, in our culture as well, it is for the woman to run errands, not the man. So the idea of giving or packaging anything for any of the families should actually be the duty of the woman. When the woman, for instance, my own sister coming from her husband's house, brings home 2 tubers of yam, the presumption immediately is that her husband gave her these yams to send home. The same thing happens if this woman is taking the same tuber of yams to her husband's family. So I believe that the went from his house to any of the families. And I think that will make for a more solid relationship and can also give the women a sense of belonging. And when a man does it that way, you realize that the woman will give account of every money she has to the man. The problem is that when the man starts demanding by himself, it becomes a kind of tyranny. And the women themselves don't like it. You'll discover that when you go into counseling, most of the problems we have between, marriage issues, relationship issues, is always one feeling that the other one is dominating her. Those of us who have not lived overseas, we don't know what they talk about over there, like putting down everything on paper. I think that is a Western mentality. In our African culture, marriage is marriage, and everybody understands what marriage means. We know that the man is the head, but we believe that woman will also enjoy a considerable. Society is evolving, and a lot of things are changing. Thank you very much. That's just what I have to say for there. Thank you very much. Hello.
Okay, Father, thank you
Hello.
very much for that wonderful contribution. It is. I just like what
Yeah,
the
thank
Holy
you,
Spirit
Father,
is saying
for
tonight.
your wonderful contribution.
We all
We have
are
seen that's why
activated at the one
we
changing.
continue to advocate, like myself. I continue to advocate for what we call intergenerational conversation. You see, the Gen Z generation is losing it because there's no link between the other generation and our generation. So when there's intergenerational conversation, it is true that some of the ideology might not be invoked, but that's the real essence of that tendency will be contained in the ideology. So in the context, contextual application might be different, but the raw material is contained in those ideologies passed down from generation to generation. So if you consider what Father is speaking now, I was talking about palace and this and why the husband should be the one seen to be providing everything. But you have seen a very balanced and more refined way of doing it coming from the cultural background of African people. So what Father is saying is that even when a man has the money or the woman has the money, it's the woman that should be going to deliver things in the two families. That it gives the woman the sense of belonging,
Yes,
one, and it makes the woman to be loyal. Once you get a woman involved, the
sure.
participate. Sometimes now in this my show, my wife will tell me, I want to be part of the show. She just want to be part of what you are doing. You understand? Not that she's an expert or she knows it all, but that allowing her to be part of it gives her sense of belonging. We consider that I'm part of this thing. And Father, I accept what you're saying. And I saw Aisha nodding in affirmation. I saw Frank David. Does anybody disagree with Father's position that you can go, it should be a woman that should be going to be delivering anything in both families?
No, I totally agree with the father. Like I respect what he said. He got a very good foundation for marriages, and may God keep on blessing you on doing the good work. Um Women, one thing about us women, we just love to be validated. We love it when you show us we are in your life. We love it when you show us that we are available. It just gives us this satisfaction that, oh, okay, they can recognize who I am. They can see me here. Not that we want to overtake men and be more powerful than they are. No, not at all. A happy man will be a man that makes his woman happy. And just small things, they make us feel appreciated, because as women, we go through a lot. We go through a lot of changes, our bodies, our minds. So when you neglect our feelings, you know and when you don't show us that we are one with you, that's when you'll find all those misunderstandings, when people are now just after your money, they kill their husband for money and all that. But naturally, a woman well loved is a submissive woman. Literally, like, women, they submit to what you give them. You give them love, they'll submit to the love that you give them, and it naturally flows, and you will be a very happy person. Even your family will appreciate and love her. She will love your family, she'll appreciate her family. That's how a woman is naturally built. That's what I believe. So thank you, Father.
Okay, thank you very much. Can I say something here again? I think our discussion is templus paribus. That is to say, all things being equal, we know that some people can never be made happy. There's nothing you can do to make some people happy. So they must find a way of bringing devil inside the matter, no matter how you treat them. And then I believe and I trust what Aisha is saying. I remember as a child, my mother was a teacher. She's still a teacher. My father was a teacher. That time, auxiliary teachers were paid in Nigeria. I think that should be either about 19 or 20,000 naira. But I remember that when my father collects his salary, my mother collects her own. As a child, I used to be there in the parlor where they bring out this money, count it. There were no banks as such. count this money, bring out the one for feeding. You must go after the expenditures, they put the remaining one inside the glucose tin, hide it inside the ceiling. I see everything. So I believe that if the man conditions the wife under normal circumstances, you don't need to demand her salary from her. She will bring it along. And these things are shared, the one going to your families, the one to be spent there and then, the one to be saved. Deplus parables. I think that is still visible today. If only the man and the woman actually knew, as Aisha said, what they were looking for in the marriage. I think that is the thing. Am I communicating?
So, Father, there's this thing I want to, we're living abroad and we're seeing a lot of things abroad. You see, this English you are speaking is very, very good. And let me tell you, um, family is the smallest unit of the society and a fundamental one. And if the devil wants to attack the world, the society, once he gets the family, has gotten the society. Because whatever the family produces is whatever the society enjoys or whatever the society suffers. So I consider that in the Western countries, especially with African families, we have a statistics. Once a woman who has not experienced any money, he has never seen 1 million naira in her account in her life, is brought
Moderator, if it
to
is
UK,
possible, I would like to
brought
keep
to
in something with
America,
regards to that.
and especially professionals, like my wife is a nurse. Some people also come here as nurses. They will be earning in 6 figures. Sometimes in a month they have $10,000, which is almost 15 million naira. Before you know it, she will start calculating, she will start doing some things, she will start, and sometimes men come here, and some of us are not professionals in that kind of lucrative, healthcare jobs. That's why some men, when they come here, you see even an old man, he start going to nursing school just because he want to measure up. So what is happening here in Africa? The Asians are here, you will never see them in court. The Arabs are here, you will never see them. But African families here, it is the thing is on the high rate, and every time is resulting to divorce. It's one of the reasons why we brought this topic. See, so because women, just like Aisha said and Father said, women should have respect for their husband, no matter their level, their status financially. Just like those small things they do for women triggers them to be submissive and to be happy. There are also small things African men need. There is nothing you can do for an African man without respect that he will ever appreciate. So we are calling for women to be financially independent is a blessing from God. But the blessing should not turn a cost. Just like what we are seeing in America here and the UK and in Canada. The blessing is now taking another shape. It will look as if somebody's wife is about getting money. The person becomes afraid because she goes into an association. The way it happens in the US is that they will start having association. He will start, because he has the money to do it, he can travel, he can go anywhere and mix up with people, and he start importing aggressive ideologies into the family. And when a man is earning lower, and you want to show him, my friend, you are earning lower, as an African man, he will get hot. And before you know it, it will either manifesting in negative ways or toxicity in marriage. So we are also saying that women should be financially independent. but they should also respect men if they are earning lower. Some men self are still earning big, oh, but their women are also earning big. But their attitude alone will start bringing in competitive, you know, ideologies in the house. When the man said go left as a man and have good reasons why he's saying go left, the woman said no, we want it right because she has what it takes to do it. So, what is our reaction to this one? Because we there, and Aisha, you know that what I'm saying is even happening in South Africa. As a South
Why do you
African,
guys
you know
have
what
the
I'm saying.
negative
It's not
perception
only
about
in
South
America
Africa?
and Europe.
No, in South Africa, we literally honor our husbands here. We literally
So we need
honor
to
our
talk about
men. We
that
respect
side
them.
so that all our diaspora people listening to us, they also get the share of the advice and the interaction.
We are not that bad here in South Africa. We are still Africans. We still believe in that very same thing. And it's not just in South Africa as such, but even in the States. I remember I met someone from the States, and that person told me that the reason why he was looking for an African woman in Africa is because the women in the States, they no longer believe in respecting their husbands and submitting, you know. They want all these 50-50 things. So it's not about where you are, it's about your character as a person. What is it that you believe in? And there are still people in the States that still believe in submission, you know. Same applies in South Africa. We still, like, I believe in submission. Like, my man like knows that if he says, Aisha, you're not going anywhere, you're not going anywhere. You know, there's nothing like I want to go or no, 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 no. I believe in submission. We still believe in submission here. As long as the man is giving you what it takes for you to submit. You know, women don't submit for nonsense. They submit. That's the truth. I'm sure we got other two women here, but they know what I'm talking about. For a woman to submit, it means that you are the king and you are literally treating
You
her
know,
like a queen.
initially when we started, Aisha, you said that you submit when your bank account is breathing. I don't know what this one you are saying now that what it takes. What does it take? So so mention it and we are all grown ups.
No, it's not all about money because you know you might be with someone who is into business. Today he might not be having money, but tomorrow he has the money. What I'm just saying is the way you treat me is the reason why I'll submit to you. If you treat me in a proper way of treating a woman, making sure you meet up with my needs, making sure you respect my feelings, you don't hurt me unnecessarily. There are men that don't even know how to talk to a woman. They don't know the language that they use with a woman. It's just like I'll come as a man, I'll be like, freaky, how you see, baby, you are too fat now. How are you gonna feel? Oh, I'm like, baby, don't you see you're getting dark these days. You are literally like diminishing my image. You are pulling me down. You are destroying my self-confidence. How do I then gain the confidence to submit to you? It's not all about money. It's about the language that you use to me as a woman, the way you treat me, the same way you would want your daughter to be treated. I don't think you would want your daughter to be treated in that manner. That's the same way you should treat your woman.
Yes, so I totally agree with what Aisha just said.
Gloria, over
If
to
you want,
you. Yes, we'll have Gloria, we'll have 11 minutes to round up in the show, and because it's a 2 hour show. We can still have 1 hour, 59 minutes. We'll have 11 minutes to round up the show. And we are grateful. You can see it was a great attendance today. And we'll continue to tell people because this is where we'll be discussing issues about family. You know, other days, my TV is always on a very high personality presentations. And but this Sunday, we won't be joking with it because we'll be dealing with family issues. And any of you that are coming here, feel free always to access me anytime. You can come up anytime I'm having a show. You can come up and contribute something very, very important. So, but before we go down, I want to this Gloria Ugoke came late today because of the network. She's the co-presenter because I'm a man. So sometimes there are women things that I can't even mention. So I would like to she's a co-presenter because journalism is my profession, and this is why she's here. So for coming and making time. But before we drop, Father, I want to ask you, what can you tell the world as a priest, as a PhD holder, and what you represent in the Catholic and the academic? So, can you tell the world about the future? What do you think is the future of this?
I didn't get your last word. Well, I didn't get the last words, but I'm talking about the future, or I don't know whether I'm talking about the future of the family. In any case, the society is dynamic and time
I don't know
is
whether I'm talking
dynamic.
about the future of the family. No, I said
So,
Chinedu Anichi
the
TV.
the
Chinedu
thank
Anichi
you very
TV.
much. I'm clear with you now. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to say a word about this TV. Chinedu Anichi, I really thank you for bringing this type of situation where we can tell our own story. We can tell our own story like Africans, and the world can listen to us and hear our own narrative. You see, the story of hunting can never favor the lion as long as the hunter tells the story. So as long as others tell our story, we will never be advantaged. So thank you very, very, very much for this. I heard about you, about the television, from YouTube, from Facebook. So I've been longing to have a voice here. Thank God today I have succeeded in catching you, or you're catching me, whichever person that caught the other, catching is involved. So thank you very much for giving Africans, giving Nigerians, and more especially Igbo land a chance to showcase what we are made of, to showcase the rich cultural heritage we have, to showcase a people that is actually down to earth, ready to mingle and associate, ready to push, give the world a push. Thank you very much. I believe that through this, the world will come to understand the Igbo man better and understand the cultural heritage of Africans better, and that will help the world to grow better. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Father. I appreciate and I appreciate. You always have a floor. We are going to invite you on a very private note. I've already told you. We're going to think of inviting you on the topic that you deal with. I know who you are. I've always I told you when I started following you, you didn't know I was following you. So you have taught us a lot with your character and the way your courage, your aura. Each time you are around, radiates virtuous life. And, you cannot stop from that. So you see, we always advocate for intergenerational conversation whereby the Gen Z will have something to go down with. The difference between African philosophy and modern philosophy, Western philosophy at a time was storage. While others had libraries, Africans had the memory of the elders. So, so, and the continuity is sustained. So we can always refer to our elders to be able to give us very virtuous ideologies that we can be sustained with. So thank you for that for coming and contributing. I'm grateful. So let me go to
Thank
my
you very
friend
much.
Aisha. Aisha, the therapist from South Africa. I met you online. I wooed you into this because I know you're a woman of stuff. So I don't bring any kind of person here. So Aisha, and you have come, you proved to the world today that I didn't make a mistake for bringing you. If you see the comment section, if you see the reaction on YouTube, on Instagram, and other things, you know that you are celebrity already in coming here today. So Aisha, but before you drop, what will you say about this Chinedu Anichi TV, which is the African voice in diaspora?
No, I would just say keep on doing the good work. Um, it's quite a privilege for me to be here with you guys. You've been in the industry whereby I'm just tipping into recently, so I just have a lot to learn from you. Definitely, um, we will learn as we watch you guys doing your job, and keep on doing the good work. That's what I can say for Chinedu Anichi TV. And you guys, we gotta keep on tuning in. The more you go into other African countries, you get to learn more. Diversity is always the way. You gotta learn what's happening in South Africa. You gotta learn what's happening in Zimbabwe, what's happening in Nigeria. So I'm looking forward to see more of that. Thank you. Do I still have to say more?
Thank you, Aisha, for coming and originally from Zimbabwe, but in South Africa. So we have succeeded in catching two countries today. So we'll continue to extend our dragnet. So, I say professor, maybe you will soon be a prof, you will be a prophetic barrister, Freke Fabian, uh, my baby girl. How are you doing? So, how are you telling the world about us today? Your news.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes.
thank you. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you for watching us today. Thank you, Mr. Chinedu. Always thank you. So you guys, that's like my mentor. Not like that's my mentor. Thank you so much for bringing this TV on board. It's something that is quite educating to a lot of us, airing out our minds and contributing, and also learning from others. Trying to correct yourself from what you saw or you thought was right. Someone is trying to correct such a perspective to let you know that okay, even when you're right, it's not supposed to be put that way. It's supposed to be put this way so that there can be peace and harmony. Thank you, Chinedu and Nietzsche's TV. You're always doing wonders. And I'm sure a lot of young people out there, youths like me, are also gaining and um, achieving from this particular TV program. I hope you all always come here and learn, contribute, share your ideas, share your knowledge. Whatever you have to talk to say, you can always send Chinedu and Nietzsche's TV a DM, and he's always ready to reply as long as it's something that will benefit the youth and the society as a whole. So thank you so much for bringing me on board again. I'm glad to be here, and I will always love to come and come and come again. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, my people. It's okay. Wonderful day like this.
Yeah, thank you.
We followed up.
It's okay.
Gloria, this is my co-presenter, and Gloria is a journalist, and today she's here. So, what will you say to our viewers before we close?
Thank you, sir, for creating this amazing platform. Thank you, Reverend, for joining us, Aisha, Barista Freke, and the Venerable that joined us earlier. You guys are super, super amazing. Thanks to all our viewers. And if you learned anything tonight, make sure you share the link so that others will come and be a part of this wonderful community. If you follow Chinedu Anichi TV for a while, you will see the amazing job that we are doing on this platform. So yes, I'm the co-host and I'm very, very happy to join you all again by 8 p.m. next Sunday. So thank you very much for this opportunity. It's a big community. It's somewhere you can learn a lot about life. So thank you, sir. I'm very, very grateful to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, my people, my name is Chinedu Anichi, your one and only celebrity CSO, and this is Chinedu Anichi TV, streaming live from United States of America. African Voice in Diaspora. Today we have Reverend Father Dr. Ina. I thank you, Father, for coming. Um, Apart from your spiritual background, the rosaries you say, your enlightenment each time somebody has a counter with you. So I know that when you go home, you are going to ruminate deeply on something you can personally present to us here and make us disciples of that ideology that I know is going to be positive. So, thank you for coming, Father. Gloria, thank you for coming. Aisha, thank you. Fred Fabian, thank you. I thank everybody. For those of you who are listening to me, remember, we rise by lifting others. Everything we are doing here is centered on humanity. Everything we're doing here today is centered on humanity. And we're always advocating that you will not wait for Kubana. You will not wait for Dangote. You will not wait for Big Gates. You are a potential distinct whatever you are. It could be a phone call, it could be SMS, it could be a visit, and you change somebody's life and bring people out of depression. Because the choking, angry finger of the economy globally is harsh on the people. Somebody you think is okay today might not be okay tomorrow. Always check up on somebody. And God will keep blessing you. I love you all, and I wish to see you again. Remember, every 8 p.m. Nigerian time we're here. Just consider it like you are listening to news. If we on Tuesday, Monday, we're here. But a day on Sunday, we have what we call ladies' hangouts. On Saturday, we have Osuka. I come from Osuka, as Osuka is the Karumon. That day is Osuka. We speak Osuka without apology to anybody. Then on Fridays and other days, we have guests and different people. Now I'm preparing to bring a Chelsea player, by God's grace. A player that is still playing in Chelsea will soon come to this show to talk to people about football. And other people lined up to come this week. So don't miss out any day this week. God bless you. Father, before we close, we have opportunity. I want you to give us a blessing and a prayer and blessing, so that please, we know say you come to me. Please.
Thank you very much. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. In Jesus' name we pray. Lord God, Heavenly King, we thank you for the gift of this studio. We thank you for the gift of all who are behind the progress and transmission of this studio, from this studio. We thank you for the gift of life and for the resources being put in. We also ask that you protect, guide, and direct everything happening in this studio, that they may always be successful through Christ our Lord. Amen. And so may God bless and sanctify you in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Peace be with you. And so may God bless and sanctify you in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Amen.
And so may God bless and sanctify you in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Yeah,
God
thank
bless
you,
you.
Father. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
God bless.
Okay, now, Madam, don't go out. I will go out live, but stay on the studio so that we, Gloria. Okay,